This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I help ignite your leadership to the next level. I'm excited to share with you today an exciting aspect of leadership and how we can think about how we can quiet the noise. That's right, quiet the noise. There's so much going on in the world, issues, challenges, problems, and crises. And we as leaders need to be more effective with quieting that noise that we are subjected to. It will help to bring about a greater effectiveness in what we do as leaders, but will help us to also be more effective in how we serve. So get pen and paper and take down a few notes because I want to capture those salient points for you, because I think that we would be very remiss if we did not think about how we can be enlightened as leaders in quieting the noise. The first step is to find rest, refuge, and rest. Taking a pause in your day, taking a walk, taking a breath. Just being mindful of what you need to do to really take time out for yourself. That rest allows you to recuperate, really redouble your efforts, and really recharge. And how we need to do that is just by thinking about what we can do to constantly quiet that noise around us by resting. It could just be being a couch potato. It might mean that you're also just thinking of ways to get in the outdoors, going for a walk. The second step for how leaders can quiet the noise is really preparing how you transition. Write that down, preparing transition. So with this very busy world that we live in, we go from meeting to meeting, activity to activity, work to home and back again, without really thinking about the transitions that are necessary between those activities. And really taking that time to decompress in those times. I, for myself, love to have books on tape. Remarkable. A great way for me is to transition while I'm driving from one activity or meeting to another, to really maximize that time to transition my brain from an activity, from a meeting, from home, to something else. And so how will you think about decompressing and preparing yourself for a transition? What will you do the next time you're preparing to be in your leadership role before you get there? The third point as leaders is that we need to unplug and disengage. We just need to do it every single day, several times a day. And so think of ways that you can unplug or quiet the phone, turn off the television, cut the distractions. You just need to disengage completely. And so how do we do that? It's remarkable because I think we need to think of new ways that we have to be resourceful and leverage the opportunities that we can to be available to others by unplugging and making sure that we are disengaging, not just pulling the plug, but disengage completely. There are times when I've gone on walks, out on a trail, or out on river rafting trips, journeys, to be able to just unplug completely, to be able to recharge my batteries and to think about how I can be a more effective leader by being in touch with nature, in my case. What will it be for you? And so think about what that may look like and what you will do to manage that. The fourth and final point to write down is how to filter your information. You have to put on a filter and think of ways that you will think about and be careful and conscientious of filtering what you receive. It might be email coming at you through your inbox, bombarding you constantly. It could be information coming through a telephone, a voicemail, automated calls. And so how do we filter those and quiet that noise? You and I are probably like many who get junk mail. And so when you write that letter to the no mail request or a vacation mail request, that puts a filter in place. So think of ways that you can put filters into place to help quiet that noise around you, to be a more effective leader and to be thoughtful about how you can constantly think of effective tools, resources, electronic, paper, manual, whatever it might be. So again, the four tenets of making sure that you're resting, transitioning, unplugging, and filtering. I think if we all do these things and commit every day to be more effective in quieting the noise, we can be more effective leaders beyond what we can expect of ourselves. So with that, my name again is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I help ignite your leadership to the next level. If you'd like to learn more about me and actually some additional tools and resources in this regard, please check me out on flourishleadership.com. And please tune in the next time. Be empowered, be enlightened, be enriched.